to put on the tefillin, but also that you get a chance to learn. So it's a win-win. So first of all, we'll start from the kippah, the head covering. There were those who asked before. I would leave it for you all as well. The idea of the head covering that we wear on our head is that we have the tendency to think that we're the top of the world. And there's just something on your head to remind you? No, there's the one above. Don't forget that. So men are obligated to wear it. Men is customary to wear it. So that's that. One of the pastors asked about the talit. So the prayer shawl. So I'm going to do a brief, small one is fine, as an older one as well. Public domain, so you can use it. So the idea of the talit is that we put on. It's spoken about in. So just Baruch Atah. Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, Eloheinu.
I got it. Eloheinu melech haolam.
Asher b'mitzvotav, v'tzivanu, להתעטף b'tzitzit. Okay, so it's a biblical commandment that you should put them on the corners of your garments. Strings on your garments. So just say it's talking about a four-cornered garment. But we, for prayer, wear a larger one to put it on, and it says that you will put them on and you will remember the commandments of God. So that's the idea of the tzitzit, that the talit that he wears. Many customary, wear another garment under their shirt the entire day, like I do. Mine is actually made of wool, which is the best way to do it, and also the hottest in the summer. Okay, you ready or lefty?
Whatever you like.
No, what hand do you write with?
Oh, right.
Okay, so you put it on your left.
Also, just, the Mormons wear the same piece under the garment. If any come across Mormons? Yeah. Left. I write with my right hand.
So you put on your left hand.
So the opposite way.
The opposite way. Okay, Baruch Atah.
Baruch Atah.
Adonai. Eloheinu melech haolam. Asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu lehaniach tefillin. Okay, so the idea is that...
7 times.
Correct. You know how to do it. Go ahead. Go ahead. Okay. So the idea here is that in these boxes, there are 4 chapters. There are 4 chapters of the Bible. The first one is, Hear, O Israel, the Lord is a God, and the Lord is one. You shall love your God with all your
heart, mind, soul.
Exactly. And that which is obviously the fundamentals of Jewish faith. And then the second one is that you will follow the ways of God and He will bring rain and all the good things. And if you don't listen, this will happen. And then there is the chapters, there are another 2 chapters which discuss the exodus of Egypt. So just to mention that here on the hand, it's all in one parchment wrapped up. But on the headpiece, if you can see, there are different compartments, 4 compartments. Each one holds another chapter. And the idea is that many people believe, God is the big man in the sky, but doesn't have to do with me here in this world. Okay? And the idea is that where's the best example in the Bible of God intervening with nature, having an effect in this world, is the Exodus of Egypt. It wasn't an individual miracle to an individual person, it was to an entire nation. And the idea is that we say God is also, we believe in Him, but not just believe in Him in an abstract way, but with who I am here. 1 second. Okay, so you can just do it from here.
You gotta be kidding.
No, it's in English.
It's in English. I can't tell you your glasses.
Okay, so you can do
Hear, O
whatever you...
Israel. Hashem is our God. Hashem, the one and only.
Okay, you can replace it.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm going to continue talking.
Go ahead.
Okay, so the idea is that belief in God, but not in an abstract way, but that He has an effect here in this world. The idea is that we put it on our head to think about it, but I'm sure many people think a lot of things, but they don't feel anything. And that's the idea where the hand one is opposite the heart. You should bind them on your arms, between your eyes. I'm sure most of you remember the verse. But the idea is that on your heart that you should feel it. But I'm sure each and every one of us, we had times in our life where we felt bad or we felt like we should do something, but we didn't actually do anything. And that's where the straps go down to the hand, which symbolizes action. Think, feel, and do for God. And we always put it on the weaker arm. So righties put it on the left arm, lefties put it on the right arm to strengthen the weaker side. The idea is not to push away, but rather to elevate and strengthen. So that's the idea of the tefillin. And Jewish men put it on from 13 years old. Before 13, 13 in Judaism for men is when they become men. Women is 12. And then once we start that, you put it on daily with the exception of holidays and Sabbath. Preferably in the morning, but if not in the morning, it can be done the entire day until sunset. So that's the idea of the tefillin, which he wore and put on so nicely, so gratefully, just like your bar mitzvah. Anybody have candies to throw at him? That's what we do at the bar mitzvah.
Did you want to think?
I will. Right now.
Since I sacrificed myself with this.
You elevated yourself with this.
You elevated yourself.
Many of you may have noticed at the entrance to the wall there's a stand of people putting this on as well on the men's side, and you even in Israel you may see it in a central bus station or anywhere else, and in the UK as well. Actually, our sect of Judaism, Chabad, have a unique, I guess you can say, connection to the idea of the tefillin, where we'll go out and try to find and help people put it on. So actually, I was asked to show you all the Torah. So I'm going to give you a special opportunity to see that. And which is a very unique opportunity. Wow. Okay. So now, in here we have 3 Torah scrolls. The Torah scrolls are the 5 books of Moses that Moses wrote. I don't know if you all know the celebration that we had 2 days ago. Where were you 2 days ago?
Here in Jerusalem.
In Jerusalem. The place was on wheels, singing and dancing everywhere. So we finished the reading of the Torah. After a year, every Shabbat, every Saturday, we read another portion. Every year we finish with a grand celebration. So now, this week, we are starting again from Genesis. So this is the start. We're starting all over again, every year with new insights. The lessons that we can learn from the Torah, from the 5 books of Moses, are endless. As we know, the Bible gets just deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper. So here we have it. They are all written by hand, by a special scribe, with a quill, a real quill. It takes about a year to write a Torah scroll. It's all written on real parchment. The prices are $50,000 and up. That's the cost of it. It's a very big merit to write your own Torah scroll and to pay to have a Torah scroll written for many people do it in memory of a loved one. It's very popular to be done. These Torah scrolls on here are, the casing is the Sephardic custom, which is to do it in actual case, where I'm sure many of you may have seen pictures of them in a velvet cover. There's 2 different ways of wrapping it. The inside, the text is all the same. So here we have it. Every synagogue will have at least one, many of them have multiple, for different times of the year, for various different readings. So there you have it.
Is it the picture?
The Holy Ark. The Torah scroll. The scribe is done with utmost perfection.
So can people own them personally?
So generally, there are people that own them personally but lend them out to be used. The worst thing to see is a Torah scroll in a museum. Remember? It's all about life, to live it. I was once here and a Scottish tourist came in here and he was looking around. He says, "Is this a Jewish museum?" I said, "No, this is Jewish life. Judaism is a living and breathing thing.
Amen.
It shouldn't be a museum. We should live it, take it, connect it, and make it better and pass it on." That's the idea. The chain links us back all the way back to Abraham and Sarah right here. All right, so those who want to take another picture, I'm going to close it up.